Hello, hello, hello everyone. My name is Raylene and thank you for joining. If you are watching this part, you're probably watching the replay, so go ahead and comment replay down below. You'll know it's the replay because you won't see a little red box up here. Okay, so today we're going to do a very quick video. I just wanted to get on and show you one of my favorite collections that we have, and this is perfect for people that are just starting off. Either if you're ready for a refill on a couple of the products, now's a good time. Or if you are wanting to upgrade like your face base, your base makeup. In my opinion, this is where you want to splurge in your makeup products. You can kind of, with the lip colors and the eyes, you can kind of save and do a little bit cheaper product. But in my opinion, you definitely want to spend the most money or invest in good face products, because that's what's sitting on your skin the whole time, and that's going to make your face, your skin look great or not so great. And is it helping or hurting? So I'm going to start with a primer here, and this is actually part of the collection, and it is an extra 20% off right now. It's a very exclusive amount of time. It's a short time frame. I think it's only for a couple more days. I don't remember the exact date that it ends, but I know it's only a couple more days. And I'm not sure if they'll sell out of these because they only have a certain number of these collections, as far as I understand. So it's basically your all you need to do a full face of makeup. As far as the base, it's going to come with the primer, your liquid foundation, concealer, and then a setting spray, and then a lip bonbon. So this is going to be everything you need to prime, perfect, and set your makeup. And then obviously whatever other colors you want to add is, as far as adding in lips and eyes and things like that, obviously that is totally add-on too. And you also are getting a free, really cute purse. It kind of reminds me of a Chanel bag. It's like a quilted black bag. It could be a makeup bag or a purse. I'm just putting my lip bonbon on. I have these all over the place. I have them in my purse, in my car, at work, at home, in my desk. They're just our tinted lip balms, and they're really a treatment for your lips. It's super hydrating. It's more than just a chapstick, so I hate to even call them a chapstick because it's much more than that. It has a little touch of color, nothing crazy, but just enough to kind of just a little extra. Hi, Cassie. So we're letting our primer dry. When you put primer on, you want to let it sit for about 2 to 5 minutes, and that way it really sets and dries onto your face so that it gives you a great base for your makeup. While we're letting that dry so we don't waste time, I'm going to go ahead and do my eye makeup. I'm going to use our Victoria's Splurge Cream. Hi, how's it going, Cassie? I'm going to use our Splurge Cream Shadow as my base for my eyes. This is great because it has a built-in primer. Hi, Dariana. How are you? All right, we're just covering up all of these veins that I got on my eyes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you watching. We're having fun. I like them. I don't know if anybody else does. I have fun doing them. Hi, Caitlin. So I love the Splurge Cream Shadow in Victoria's because it covers up all the veins and the darkness on my eyelids. So when I do eye looks, it's like a true color coming through. Hi, Alyssa. Okay, so for today's look, what should we do here? You know what? I think I'm gonna do this look. I actually did my makeup class. I did a look like this, and I really like how it actually, you know what? No, that's special for my makeup class attendees. Hi, Caitlin. Hello, hello. Hi, Julie. Hi, Lana. Okay, so for this look, we're switching up a little bit, guys. I'm going to use Gingerly, which is like a really pretty camel brown. I'm going to use Fervent, if I can get it out. And that's this color right here. It's like a pretty maroon matte. Our makeup classes, I do them for anyone. So basically anybody who is wanting to learn more about makeup, I run the class and you can invite your friends. It's all online. It's actually done right in my group, my VIP group, to make it super simple for people. And so you don't have to have one more group you're part of. So they're super fun. They're really easy. They're simple. They're nothing crazy. We have one going on right now that I'm doing, and then just a simple way for you to learn a little bit more about makeup, your friends to learn a little bit more about makeup. Hi, Jenna. And they're super fun. Okay, so we're gonna use Gingerly. I'm gonna put that in, where's my brush? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna use my blending brush. I'm gonna use this as a transition color, and I'm gonna put it right into the crease. And these are really pigmented colors, so you don't need a ton of it on your brush. Like, I literally just tap it one time in. If you're hopping on, make sure you say hello, and if you have not shared this, if you could, I would really appreciate it. I want to make sure everyone knows about these savings that we have going on right now and that they're not missing out on this deal, because this is insane. This kind of reminds me, this deal is similar to a deal we have for new presenters when you get started. They actually have a booster bundle available for presenters only. So that it's a special deal, like a face-based type of thing like this too. It's very similar. So kind of reminds me of that, but it's really cool that they're giving this an opportunity for people that aren't presenters, for just customers and clients to be able to access a deal this good. Okay, so we're just getting that all blended in. This isn't it's not a very dark color. It's pretty simple. It's just like a camel brown, like I said, and it's a matte shade. I personally never used to use matte eyeshadows. I thought they were boring, but now as I'm kind of getting older, I'm like, I can't only wear shimmer. I like to add shimmer every once in a while, but I do like to mix in some matte shades just to kind of bring it all together. Okay, so I'm going to use this color here, Fervent, into the crease, and this is like a matte. Actually, this matte, I can't, it might be matte, it might be satin, but I think it's matte, a matte maroon. And I'm going to use a crease brush for that, and then I'm going to just get that right in the outer corner, and then we're going to kind of drag it in a little bit, but not too crazy. So first I'm going to focus the color mainly on this outer corner, the outer V, as some people would call that, and then we'll drag that in, the extra, into the crease. I don't like to make it too dark in the inner corner of my eye because my eyes are kind of dark to begin with, so I usually just leave the color on the outer corner and then just bring it in, but leave this brighter. And if you make a darker color, if you have your eyeshadow going like up and out, it's going to give your eye that illusion too, that it is upturned like that. Hi, Kristen. So if you're somebody who has downturned eyes, so like the ends of your eyes, instead of being straight, they're kind of angled down a little bit, this is a great trick for you too, because you're able, it kind of gives you the illusion of your eyes being turned up. Hi, Mary. All right, so we're getting that in the outer corner, and I'm just dragging that in to kind of blend it into the crease. Go ahead and do it on this side. I was editing videos for my makeup classes to kind of condense them and shorten them down so they're a little bit more sped up, and I was laughing so hard at some of these videos because I'm like, gosh, it takes forever blending. I like watching it, like how long it takes me to actually blend this out. Like, I'm trying to speed it up for you guys. I wish you could fast forward the blending process. Although I find it kind of mesmerizing personally, but I don't know. But then when I don't blend it good, it looks funny. Hi, Aunt Kathy. And we are blending it out. Now I already have that lighter shade. This is from that Splurge Cream Shadow, so I actually am not going to add color onto my lid because I already have that Splurge Cream Shadow on there, and that is a shadow. So I'm going to leave that lighter. And some people have asked me, like, why do you put a transition color on in your crease if you're just going to cover it up? I like to do it because it helps the whole look blend a little bit better. So it's not quite as harsh, and it makes it easy. I don't know, in my opinion, it just kind of pulls it all together a little bit better. Even if it seems like it's not there, it's there. Like right here, you can kind of see it a little bit, and on the ends, just so it's not such a stark difference. I have to clean my brushes tonight. I always dread doing that. I don't know if anyone else is the same way, but I hate cleaning my brushes. I always like how they feel after I clean them, but the process of cleaning is so tedious because I have a lot of brushes. I'm just using that fluffy brush. I cleaned it off, and then I'm just kind of going over towards the top of it just to make sure that isn't a very, like a super harsh line on the top. Just blend. I'm not gonna go on the outer corner because I want to keep that dark. Just blending it out a little bit, blending it out. All right. Now, if you want to bring that down a little bit, what you would do is take, you take an angled brush, or a smudger brush, or a crease brush even, and where did I put that? Oh, right here. And you would just take it, and you could just drag it down onto your lash line before you put your concealer and everything on, and that will kind of bring that color down. Woo! I am not going to do that today, but you could. And actually, if you want to just brighten this up a little bit more, what you could do is take a light shimmery shadow. This is Optimistic. As you can tell, I like it because I've already hit pan. I use this for a highlighter all the time. And this is one of my favorites, and it's great in the inner corner. We'll actually use it. I'm just going to put my concealer and everything on first. So, oh, let me actually put that on my brow bone. Take the Optimistic and put it up here. This is with the blending brush again, just because it's nice and light and fluffy. Perfect. Okay, so now our eyes are on, and then I'm gonna go back and do my face, and my primer is all set and dry, so we're good to go there. I'm going to use our liquid foundation, and my color is Scarlet. You're gonna wanna shake this up, empty the dropper, and then shake it up real good because it is a natural, it's all natural, it doesn't have a bunch of preservatives and stuff in it, so it can settle a little bit. So you wanna make sure you get it shaken up really good. And then I also add in a couple of drops, because I'm a little bit darker than this now. I have a little bit of a tan, not much. But I'm gonna add a little bit of Chiffon in, which is my hopeful shade. I hope I get this tan. I just get it, like, this is 4 or 5 shades darker than, as you can see, it's quite darker than this shade, and I just mix them together, and as I get more tan, I'll use more of this and less of this, and then when that tan fades, I'll do the same thing, less of this, more of this. And that, in my opinion, it's a great way to be able to kind of custom do your color without constantly being like, oh, this is too light, oh, this is too dark, and wasting a bunch of product. Because I have a lot of foundations that I used it for like a month or not even, and then I couldn't use it again because the color changed. So what I'm going to do here, if I can find my brush, we'll use this one today. Okay, this is my Scarlet. I'll just put it right here. Hi, Christina. All right, so this is the Scarlet. Put that right on. And then I'll show you how I'm going to mix in this color and kind of darken it up a little bit with this Chiffon in a second. And this is a great way also to kind of do a very subtle contour. So first thing I'm going to do is get this foundation all blended. It's a liquid foundation, but it dries to a powder finish, so I'm actually using a powder brush to blend this. It's super, super blendable and light and airy. It feels like it should be a powder. And you only need about 5 drops. So I put it onto my face, but it's equivalent of about 5 drops. All right, and so it's a little bit paler than what I am, just a touch. So to warm it up a little bit, what you can do is take the darker shade. So you can either mix it right in with your foundation that you have, like your winter shade, or what I do is I take a little bit, a drop here, a drop there. It's like, there we go. and I'm going to put it on where I would normally contour. So on the temples of my sides of my forehead, so my temples, and then in the hollows of my cheeks, and then blend it out. And that's going to warm up that color and get it close to what I am. And then it's also going to act as this very subtle contour. You can do this with much darker shades than this, but I like to keep it kind of simple. We'll blend it out. Hi, Amanda. All right, so we got that on. Now to the concealer. So this concealer is the best I've ever tried, hands down, and I have dark circles, as you can see. So I have been wearing concealer for a really long time and have a lot of issues with, finding a good concealer that doesn't feel cakey or gross or super thick or crease really bad. So this combination that I found has worked super good for me. Let me see if I can find my brush here. So I use a little bit of this concealer, and truthfully, you don't need very much. This is probably more than, I shouldn't say this, this is more than you need. I actually use it as a highlight too. So I put it on the back of my hand because it warms it up with the body heat. And then I'm going to make a straight line down and then a straight line across. And if you have kind of messy eyeshadow like I do, I use this also to get that line nice and straight. I don't bring it all the way up here because if you get too much product there, it's going to crease. So I actually have the concealer down lower, and then I will blend up into that spot. But you're just gonna kind of fill in then with that and make a triangle, and we'll blend it all out in just a minute. But so straight down, and then you're going to do a nice line here, clean up any eyeshadow that needs to be straightened out, and then fill that in. And I have a couple around my nose, always gets red. I don't know if it's hormonal or what, and then my nose itself gets pretty red. A couple spots I gotta cover up here like they never even happened. All right. And I have a little bit left on my hand, which is totally okay. You can use it. Sometimes I'll use it to highlight more of my face, or I'll just keep it because when I go to clean up my nose, my highlight, I'll use concealer for that, and so then I'll just go back over it. I'm actually going to use our setting spray, and this is part of that Conceal and Reveal collection. I'm going to use it to dampen my beauty blender so I can blend this out, and this is going to help set your makeup. It's like a double duty. It gets your beauty blender damp to do your makeup, and then it's also going to help set it even better. Let me zoom out a little bit. So it's a double duty work here. And then you're just gonna kind of pat and press it in to get to where you gotta go. You don't want to smear or smudge it or spread it. You want to make sure you're just patting it in, and you can even like press and kind of roll it. So it'd be like a press and then roll, and that really gets it into your skin. Let's damp a little bit more. I either use my setting spray, or sometimes a lot of times I use my rose water because that is very good for your skin. It's a toning spray, so I'll use that to get my beauty bud damp. But I usually use one of the two because you want to use it damp, and I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just get a little extra, extra credit in there instead of just using water. And see how that cleans up that line? Hi, Tori. When you're hopping on, make sure you say hello. And if you could share this, I would appreciate it very much. Okay. We're all blended. We're blended. Now, I'm definitely want to set this with setting powder, but I have found if I wait for this to set a little bit, it works much better. If I put the setting powder in right away when it's still damp and it hasn't dried, it can kind of, it's like it doesn't, I don't want to call it cakey, but it kind of clings. The setting powder like clings to it, and it can, sometimes it looks clumpy if it's too damp. And part of that also is if you're getting your blending bud too wet, or also, or also if you are using too much product. So I've kind of had to like play around with it to find a combination that works for me. So if you have questions about it, please ask, because like I said, I use concealer all the time. I need a lot of it. So I've figured out what works for me and what doesn't. Okay, so we got that on. Now we gotta do some contouring and highlighting, because this is I'm pale. Like, long story short, I'm pale. Okay, so there's a couple options here, obviously. Well, several options. You could use a contour, a sculpting stick. You could use our bronzer and our luminizers. Sometimes I'll even just use pressed powders that are in a lighter and darker shade. It's totally up to you. We also have a sculpting trio that's like a kind of like contouring for dummies. It's got like step-by-step what you need. So there's lots of options there. I'm going to use, let's use our sculpting stick today. So it's double-sided, it's super simple, very, very easy. Actually, no, we're using our bronzer. Sorry, I can't decide. Okay, so bronzer right here. Okay, so this is, I love this because it's 2 different shades. So if you want, you can mix them together. If you want to do a little bit lighter bronze or darker, you can use that too. But you have options. I also love to use my bronzer on my eyes. These 2 colors look so pretty on your eyes. So what you'll do is I just get my fan brush and full there. Hey, Carissa. And then we're just going to go in the hollows of our cheeks. And you want to make sure you don't bring it too far in. You don't want that contour to go in past your pupil, because it's going to make it look like you have a beard. And you're probably not going for that look. Right? And your cheekbones, this is supposed to define your cheekbones. Your cheekbones don't go all the way into here, right? They like stop kind of right there. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it lined up with your cheekbones. I'm going to go ahead with it in my temples again, just like I did with that darker foundation. And then I'm going to go underneath my jaw. And this is going to make the jawbone stick out. So if you are somebody who has a less defined jawbone like me, or a rounder face, and you want to make it look a little bit more defined, just go ahead and blend you want our contour right here. So it's above your cheek, below your cheekbone, above your jawbone, and then below your jawbone. So this will highlight this area, and that'll make that more defined as well. You can bring it down into your neck if you want, to make that look more defined. And then I'm going to go on the side of my nose to just make my nose look a little bit more slender. Guys, I just saw Jurassic World today, Jurassic World 2, and it was so good and not what I was expecting. I can't decide which one I like more, the first one, like the Jurassic World one, or this one, but this one really surprised me. Like, I was not, I didn't, it's not what I was expecting it to be. I don't know if I didn't watch enough of the previews or what, but it was not what I thought it was gonna be. It was good. I liked it. Okay, so let's go ahead and use one of our blushes. This is in Sweet. It's a really, really pretty pink. Super pretty. And these are super pigmented. And I know I said super like 8 times just now. You only need 1 dab. This is going to last you forever. Your granddaughter is going to be using this blush on our wedding day. That's how long this is going to last you. So I just dab this on right on my apples of my cheeks, and then pull it back. And that was 1 dab on each, and that's a good coverage of blush. Okay, so if you're trying to just get the hang of this contour and highlight thing, think of Neapolitan ice cream. You're not going to forget it now. Neapolitan ice cream. You're going to have your chocolate, you're going to have your strawberry, and then you're about to have your vanilla. This is going to be the lighter shade up on top. So you have a couple options that you could use for your highlight, like I had mentioned. I like to use Optimistic a lot of times, which is that eyeshadow we put up here, that champagne eyeshadow. We also have really pretty luminizers. We used to have a cream luminizer. They're all sold out, but I really love our cream luminizers. But we also have them in a cream to stick luminizer, as well as a cream to powder luminizer stick, or just a powder luminizer. And the powder luminizers are also gorgeous to use as eyeshadows as well. So I'm actually going to use the Cream to Stick today because it's very simple. This color is Benevolent, and it's like a pretty champagne gold. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on top of my cheekbones for our vanilla of our Neapolitan. I'm going to put it down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose here, on my chin, right there on my Cupid's bow. This is going to make my top lip look fuller. And then I'm going to put it actually right here in the center of my forehead. Not too much. If you are somebody who has, what's the word I'm looking for? Oily skin, I would be careful about putting it here if it's super shimmery. If you tend to get oil there, you might want to avoid that part, but if you don't have oily skin, you could totally put some right there. And then I'm just using a brush to blend this out because it's a powder, it's a cream to powder stick, so it dries to a powder finish. And it's super blendable. You can use your fingers if you want as well too. But just give this great like glow. Like, look how pretty that is. Boom. All right, so we need to do a couple more things. I'm forgetting everything today. Where is my mascara and my eyebrow pencil? Okay, found my eyebrow pencil. We're cruising now. And one more, almost there. Epic Mascara, you're my best friend. Don't leave me hanging now. Oh my gosh, usually it's right in front of me and then I don't see it. Okay, well, we'll find it. We'll just do the rest of it. We'll continue on. Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so for our eyebrow pencil, these are great because they're mechanical, first of all, so you don't have to worry about sharpening, and they're super, super fine point tip. This is a medium. I have blonde hair and I use a medium, but I also have like darker blonde hair. These are my eyebrows are kind of darker to begin with. So what you'll do is you're going to go, our neighbors keep setting off fireworks and I don't understand why. So you're going to just go ahead and line the bottom of your brow, line the top of your brow, like straight across, and then find your arch, and your arch should be, if you take your pencil and go over your pupil, touching your nostril, like that's where your arch should be. So you just make a line there. And I desperately need to get my brows done, so let's just not judge my brows. And then you just go ahead and fill in the sparse areas with short little strokes. Easy peasy. And then there's a spoolie on the other end, and you'll just kind of brush your brows up and out. Go ahead on the other side, do the same thing. Line the top, line the bottom. Hi, how are we doing, Cassandra? Line the top, line the bottom, and then fill in those sparse areas. Okay. I always like, for some reason when I do this brow, I keep my eye straight, and then I go to do this brow and I always end up like arching it, and I have to consciously remember to keep my eyebrows down, or else I have this crazy arch on this side and not on the other side. I don't know what it is, guys. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Somebody poison the water hole. Found it. Gotcha, Epic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, like I had mentioned, take that Optimistic again, and I'm going to put a little bit on the inner corner of my eye because I just like it. And I'm going to use my finger on that with this before I get my mascara on. And I just press it in, and then if you want, you can use either your finger to kind of blend it out, or your blending brush is great too, and just blend that out a little bit. This doesn't look quite as crazy. And I just love how it brightens up brightens up your inner corners of your eyes. Love it. All right, so we got that part out of the way. Now I'm gonna take our setting powder, and this is my best friend. Okay, so this, first of all, I love the packaging. It has a little stopper here and a net so that the loose powder doesn't go everywhere. When you are opening it up, you don't have to worry about it flying all over the place. It's all kept under here, and all you have to do is press on the netting and the powder comes up. If you're somebody who wants to have that loose powder action, you can always take this like black part out, but as far as people like me that are super messy, this is a lifesaver. Because if I'm going to buy the product, I want to be able to put it on my face and not have it on my kitchen sink or my bathroom sink. Or my case on my lap because I put my makeup on in the car. Okay, so I use this littler brush to get under my eyes to make sure my concealer doesn't go anywhere. And then I'll use a big fluffy brush to get the rest of my face with the setting powder. But I like to get under my eyes with a smaller brush because it just really sets it, and it also gives me a little bit more control so I'm not getting like my eye makeup everywhere. Let's get that on. This is going to make sure your concealer does not crease. Oh, it's a dog. Thought Cade was escaping from his room. Okay, so I'm going to use a big fluffy kabuki brush, and this is not only going to give a nice or to set all my makeup, but it's going to blend it all, put a nice veil, and it's just a skin perfecting veil. It blurs out imperfections. It's like a Snapchat filter for your face. So get that. I don't know if that's Kate or the dogs. I think it's a dog. Somebody's walking around. It's scary. Okay, so we're just gonna use it to buff out. If I hop off really quick, someone stole me, so please help. It's probably not a funny thing to joke about, but what are you gonna do? So I'm just going to blend all this out. Make sure there's no harsh lines from the bronzer or anything like that. Boom, not going anywhere. Now let's work some magic with our lovely Epic mascara. Come on, Todd. You can do it. There we go. All right. I do my bottom. It's gotta be a dog. Jeez, oh, it's scaring the crap out of me. Cade thinks it's funny to scare me while I'm on my live video, so that's I'm like, it might be Cade. I don't know. So I might cry. Okay. What is going on around here? Get our top lashes done. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Oh my gosh, Cade! You don't, no, you don't have any clothes on. You cannot.
Mama, I have a pillow and a blanket.
My heart, that's so mean.
Why is your heart so mean?
No, you're mean because my heart is beating so hard right now. You scared me so bad. You little turd, go to bed.
No.
Okay, well, get a blanket and wrap up because you can't be on here. Oh my... Guys, my heart is seriously pounding right now. Oh my gosh, this is like straight out of a horror film. Let me just try and do the rest of this. This is going downhill really fast. I gotta figure out what time stamp that just happened because I'm gonna have to make sure people are ready for that one. I don't want to scare people. They watch the replay. Can you imagine? Oh. Gosh, that was a good one. See, I told you, he thinks it's hilarious. He's okay, oh my God, it's not just me. He thinks it's so funny. And so he does, it's like a goal of his to scare me while I'm on my live videos. And how long has he been sitting there that I didn't notice him? Oh my gosh. He's gonna, don't do it again, you little turd.
I was just...
You were thinking about it. Cover your dingus up.
I want a pillow.
Okay, there's a pillow right there.
I want the...
No, we're not, no, this is not a whole operation. I'm almost done and you're going back up to bed.
Okay.
There's a pillow right there. Don't tell anybody. Oh my gosh, that was so scary.
What's scary?
You scare the crud out of me.
What you said. Crud.
I know. I almost said something else.
Like a bad word.
Yeah, like I almost said a bad word.
But you said crud
But I said crud instead.
instead of the bad word because I don't know you were doing a bad choice, right?
Yeah, that'd be a bad choice. My heart is beating so hard right now.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. Well, you guys were able to witness that one. Okay. So we got our mascara on, ready to go there. Last thing is the lips. And for the lips, I'm doing something just super simple today. Nothing crazy. I don't know what the heck is going on around here.
There's only one thing.
So I like to use, there's only one thing crazy, and that's you. Like I like to use a lip bonbon. Like this would be totally fine. Just a little bit of color. You're good to go. The one I was just put on this earlier was Cherry Cobbler, and that's like a little bit of a red tint to it. And then the other one that I have with me, the other ones are all dispersed throughout my belongings, is a Red Velvet Cake, and that's like a pink color. And that one's really pretty too. I like to put it on top of like my lip stains and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is just use, I'm going to use our Lucrative Lip Gloss, and this is in Luxe. This color is perfect. It's a really, really pretty nude. There's no shimmer or anything to it. And our lip glosses are super hydrating. They're not tacky or sticky. So I really like to wear them. And they actually, some of them are sheer, but like this one has a good amount of pigment to it and color. Megan, you just missed out. You're going to have to catch the replay because there was quite the surprise just a moment ago. Quite the surprise. Okay, so there's that. Super simple look, nothing crazy. You could obviously change out these colors if you wanted, but this is like, you could play this up, make it darker if you want to do a little bit more of the Fervent, which is that maroon color if you wanted. Thanks! You're going to be in for quite a surprise. Okay, so with this, I talked about I mentioned the Conceal and Reveal collection, but this is actually I actually ended up using two collections. And both of them are on sale, so it would give you like a full makeup bag if you got these. And so I'll just tell you, the other one is Make the Stars Jealous. So going back through very quickly, is the Conceal and Reveal, which is your face base of product. You're going to get a liquid foundation, you'll get your primer, you'll get a concealer, boop, and you're going to get a setting spray, and we're going to put the setting spray on next. That's your final piece. So this will be a full to prime, perfect, and set your makeup for your base face. Oh, and you get a lip bonbon too, which is perfect. I like to put them on right when I start my makeup, so it hydrates my lips. If I'm going to use a lipstick, then my lips are nice and hydrated before I put that on. Hi, Nicole. So that was a Conceal and Reveal. That is an extra 20% off. So it's of the already saving. So you're saving about 30% right now, or a little bit over 30% for that collection. You also get a free makeup bag that comes with it and free shipping. And then the other products that I used actually is a second collection to kind of combine the whole thing. And it's going to be our bronzer, which I love our bronzer, a luminizer. You get to pick your formula, whether it's powder or the stick, and then what color. You also pick your color of the bronzer. We have 3 different shades. You get an Epic mascara. Boom. You get your eyebrow pencil. Where did I put all this stuff?
Wait. Oh, I see the eyebrow pencil sharper.
It's not a sharpener, baby. You just hang out because you're in like mean time out. Your eyebrow pencil. And then
like that.
Okay.
Not a mean time out.
Okay. And then for the Make the Stars Jealous collection, you can pick between a liquid foundation or a BB cream. So if you're getting both collections, I would recommend either getting a BB cream then with the Make the Stars Jealous, or you could get 2 foundations, kind of like I talked about, and then get your like winter shade and a summer shade, and then you can mix them together and you're getting a great deal. You're also going to get a good chunk of credit back. I want to say it's like about $40. I don't know off the top of my head, about $40, 2 half-off coupons if you were to order these 2 collections together, and they'll be used on future purchase. Woo! So you could get this, get these collections, get your your base product, and then you can go ahead and get some more eye makeup or something like that and get a great deal on that. I also like to use our bronzer and our Cade. That's enough.
Mommy.
No, I'm almost done. Stop. I like to use our bronzer and our luminizers on my eyes all the time. So if you were to get the just the one collection, I would pick between, all of our collections are on sale right now, but if you were to pick between two, I would do one of these or both of them, because it's going to truly give you a full face. The Make the Stars Jealous will give you a full face if you double up products like the luminizer and the bronzer for your eyes. But that's all I got. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any need to be color matched for any products, or if you're interested in the collections, they're on sale only for a couple more days, and I don't know how long they're going to last for. So, let's set our makeup. I got to do some painting tonight, so I got to make sure my makeup doesn't go anywhere. So you just spray that on, and then your makeup is set and good to go. So yeah, have a great night. Make sure if you did not catch the 10 minutes ago, make sure you catch the replay, because that one was special. That was not expected. But have a wonderful evening. I love you guys, and thank you so much for continuing to hang out with me on these journeys and watch my videos. It means so much to me. I truly feel like this is where I need to be, and to have your guys' support means so much. So have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.